everybody? Today we're going to be testing banker player. Now, I haven't watched other people doing this banker player, so I might be doing it wrong, but I'm going to test it my way, and let's get into it. Player 0, banker 4. Banker wins. So we'll do 200 on banker. I know a lot of people are going to say that's not the way it's done, but we're going to figure out a way to win with this banker player. So the first banker we hit. I'm going to write this down. Lately, I haven't been able to focus. So I did my first banker. I'm going to wait to see when I'm going to do my second banker. See, if we do them consecutively, it's not going to work. You just have to wait to see when you're going to place your bet. Your bet selection is not going to be banker player back to back. That's just not going to work. So player 0, banker 5. Banker wins. Okay, we have a chop. But my next bet is going to be banker. So I'm going to wait until I feel comfortable in putting my money on banker. We have a tie. Okay. We don't have to bet every hand. There's a lot of hands to be played. Player 6, banker reduced to 5. And banker came through, 8. Okay. So I'm looking at a trend here, 2 banker, 1 player, 2 banker. So if the next one comes player, then I can bet banker after that. I always plan ahead. Draw, 0. And we have a banker. See, the trend didn't come through, so we can wait. We don't have to bet every hand. We can play a shoe and bet 10 hands. If they're going to win, why not? I know it's kind of boring to sit and wait, but if you're going to make money, why not? Player came. Now, look at that trend. We got 1 player, bunch of bankers. My next bet is a banker, so I'm going to stay flat. I'm not going to shimmy. I'm not going to martingale. I'm just going to play banker player, but I'm not going to bet consecutively. I'm going to put my money when I think I can win. Isn't that the point, guys? Or ladies and gentlemen? The point is we need to win. We're here to win. We're not here just to play a system the way that somebody says. We're here to figure out a way that we can beat the system. We're not going to take a system and play it as it is. We're going to play to beat the system, to beat the casino. So let's do a banker. And I said we're gonna flat bet. Player 6, banker 8, player 7, banker 8. So we won 2 hands so far. Banker, banker. Next hand, we're going to bet player. But we're going to bet player when we feel like the player is going to come. We're going to have more than one indication that the player is going to come in. Okay. Banker wins. We could have played that because the trend is bankers, one player, bankers, one player, bankers. But we don't know how many bankers. And we don't have to play every hand. Our next hand, our next bet is going to be player, but we're going to have to figure out when we're going to get in. Okay, now the trend that I'm looking at here, possible, my next hand is player. So I'm going to place a bet on player. We're flat betting. We got a 0 for player, 7 for banker, 5 for player. Now we need to reduce the banker. We reduced. Perfect. Now the banker is going to draw. No, the player is going to draw. So we added to it. The player is 6. The banker is 3. We got it. Now we won 3 hands in a row. The flat betting, playing banker, banker, player, but we did it our way. That's the point. The point is not just taking one system and because somebody says you got to play it this way, we play it their way and we lose. Or we martingale and we still lose. And if I shimmied here, we would have won big. But in this example, I want to stay flat to see if this is going to work. So our next set of banker, banker, player, I'm writing all this down so I don't miss. So if we're looking at the trend here, the next one should be banker. I know we're not going to bet every hand, but I see an opportunity here. So we're going to flat bet 200 on banker. And the game plan is, if I miss, I have a plan. So 200 on banker. I don't know if I said player. I can't focus. Let's do that. 200 on banker. Player 5, banker 1. Player still 5. Banker still 1. Now we need to reduce. We need 5, 6, 7. We got the 7. Now we need a number here for the banker so we can win. And we got it. All right, we got our third bet, which is a banker. Our next one is a banker also. I can bet here a banker because of the trend, but I'm going to skip. The reason is the trend might end. You see my point? If the trend ends, I'm going to miss it, and I don't want to lose any money. The point here for us is to make money. So we don't bet unless we have more than one indication we're going to win. So let's skip. Player 7. Look at that. Banker 5. Banker pulled the 9. Okay. If I bet I would have won, but why chance it? I'm going to skip again. Player 3. Banker 8. My next bet is going to be banker, so I'm going to see if a player comes here. then I can bet. Player didn't come. So the trend really ended. Or maybe not. We got 2, 3, 3, and 4. Let's wait for one player and then we'll bet banker. 2 player, 8 banker. No problem. We don't have to bet every hand. There's another banker. We have almost a tail. It's a long banker. 3, 3. Reduced. We got a dragon. Dragon 7. I'm looking for a player for the trend. 5, 5. Reduced. Banker's still going strong. 5, 6. Banker. Look at that. There's a player. Okay. Now my next bet is banker, because I won my 4th bet. Now we're working on our 5th bet. Banker. 200, we're staying flat. Okay, we got our 5th bet. Banker. Now we need to do a player. This is going to be tricky because look at that trend. We don't have to bet every hand, guys. Two for player, 1 for banker, and tie. Okay, player 5, banker 9. Player reduced to 2. Banker wins. Okay. Looking for a trend for the player to come in. Player came. Now this trend showing 1 player, 2 banker, 1 player. And my next bet is a player, so I'm not going to bet. There's a player came. Terrible 2s. Tie. Or natural 9. There's a banker. Next hand is a banker. If it comes a banker, then the one after that is going to be player. We got it. Okay, so now, I believe I have more than one indication that the next hand is player, and I'm playing banker, banker, player. So I'm going to flat bet on player. Player is 0. Banker 7. Player 1. We won 5 hands. And we lost our 6th bet, which was player. No problem, we're still ahead. I believe we're doing pretty good doing this banker, banker, player. Let's go back and look. Now we need to figure out a way for the next set of banker, banker, player. There's a player. Okay, so the terrible 2s is going to keep going. This next one is player. I'm looking for a banker, banker. So if this next hand comes player, then the next 2 is going to be banker, if the terrible 2s stay. Okay. So banker came. Dragon 7. So we have a chop. Well, starting. Our next bet is banker, banker, player. Banker wins. I don't think banker is going to come again, so I'm not going to bet. I know it sounds boring, but the trend shows here is going to be player. 1, there's a 9. Okay, so player. So a player, 3 banker, player, 3 bankers. Need banker, banker, player. Let's do that. Let's bet 200 on banker. 7, 3, 9. That's our first banker in this set of banker, banker, player. We got that. We're up almost 10%. Okay. So the trend has been 1 player, a lot of bankers, 1 player, a lot of bankers. One time, the 2 players came. So let's do another banker. Repeat. We got a tie. Let's repeat. 4, 8. We lost this next banker. Now we're looking for a player. We have a chop. So if this hand comes banker, player came. We're looking for a player. Possible player hand. That's when we're going to bet. Okay. Player came. I'm going to bet player here because I think player's coming back, or coming because it's been 24 bankers, 11 players. So I believe player's going to take off here. We're just going to bet 1. 1 bet, $200. Number. Look at that 9 on player. I was right. Oh. All right. Next set of banker, banker, player. I'm writing all this down, guys. Okay. I'm going to wait and see if that player run. We got a tie. 4, 3 for a player, and 8 for banker. Okay. I haven't seen 1 banker so far. So let's do banker. We got our first banker. Now we're looking for our second banker. Possible second banker. Let's go for it. Okay, we lost our second banker. Now we're looking for a player. For a banker, banker, player. So it's let's do it now. We lost 2 in a row. We're still at 10-7. So we're looking now for banker, banker, player. Let's try it 1 time. Do banker, banker, player without even looking at the trend or the results. Banker. Shimmy. Player. Manga. 600. And we got it. We shimmied a martingale within the same set of banker, banker, player. We're up 11-2. We have terrible 2s, so we have an opportunity to do banker, banker, player. So let's do banker. Banker. Tie. Now we're going to do player. We're going to do 400 player. Okay. So we tried to recover, didn't work. We went banker, and then we lost, then a tie, and then we doubled our bet, and we got it. 11-4. So it doesn't matter what we're doing here. We're looking for banker, banker, player. So let's wait. 5, 3, 5. Player wins. Let's do banker. We got it. Let's shimmy. We got it. Let's shimmy. Player. We went banker, banker, and now player. 2, 4. We got it. We got all of it. We got banker, banker, player, and we shimmied all the way through. So really, folks, you can take any system and tweak it to the way that you like to play. And just keep in mind, you don't have to bet every hand. You don't have to take that system and play it verbatim. Just gather all the experience that you have, all the knowledge, and play your way and stay positive, and you will win. I don't know if I did this right, banker, banker, player, but I did stick with it. I was going to stay flat, and I did stay flat for a while in the beginning, but I can't help it. I have to go with the shimmy, and I got to try the martingale at least once or twice, and we're ahead 23%, and that's what I try to do every mini session. I try to make 10, 15, 20%, change tables, go eat something, go drink something, come back and do another mini session, play 5 mini sessions. If you lose 1 and you win 4, then you're doing great. You're still ahead for the day. Thanks for being here. Please like and share. We'll see you next time.